Yo, what's up guys? For the arena rush of today, I want to be going in with a bit more Ian. Haven't used as much Ian at all. Ian now has the awakening that actually finally makes sense, which is very nice. So we've been using Ian, and we're also going to be using Odin, which both got the awakening that are making more sense right now. And then it's just a bunch of typical Grogan offenses and those kind of shenanigans. But I mainly try to use as much the first three out there as possible. Only issue is if it's like these kind of teams, I have to divert towards any kind of unit that's actually typically fast. So therefore I go for Kabila's kind of style. But we'll just see like how many offenses there are to hit for this Ian team. But I'll keep it as main team for being used as much as possible. So the Ian teams on Reddit? Yep. That also gave me the idea to go a little bit more for Ian. I was also thinking for Wooyoung Ian, but Wooyoung Ian doesn't really add that much more than just going for a Jemire in there. And the cool thing about Ian is that you can actually do a double skill 3 pretty early on. Because you can go for a kill on this. If you kill, you get full bar. With that full bar, you get another skill off right away. Which is actually kind of cool. I do think I want to put him on damage wind. I'm not sure if he has already damage wind. Because I will use him mainly to kill Björnchels. Let's see. Are you already damage wind? Yeah, your damage output is still not one of the craziest out there. That's definitely a thing, I guess. Also, I do want to switch out your relic for an actual damage relic. Man, I need a damage relic of attack gives more attack, or speed gives more attack. Rather than this little bit of damage increase. Yeah, you actually need pretty decent stats for it on the Ian to make it work. Or you just need to make the whole team a bit slower, that's also an option. I think that these are also doable to hit like that. This team is not as fast though, like this one is not super fast, so therefore I don't think that I would properly outspeed this, so therefore I wouldn't use it against that. But this one is doable, I guess. Even though a team like this I would rather Grogan in the first place. Because they can add a lot of shield sets and just be like pure tank shenanigans exactly like this one. And that thing still does revive even if you ignore the passive-ish. So that's the part where it still kind of goes bad. Don't think I'd be winning this right now, but we can always give it a try. It's still also early in the rush, so it doesn't matter as much to get a few losers here and there. If we can take you out, then we might still have decent game. Yeah, let's just S1 tab it. Give heal. You have no damage. Cleanup on the Siri is super strong though. It's just that first rotation that doesn't do as much damage as I would like. But there's a lot of these more Jin combos where you can actually use it against. That's actually the main thing that I'm using it against. That's also the main thing it's supposedly countering. Except for when that happens. I think in that case, just want to take it out when it is S1. Only thing is that you have like a good amount of damage as well. Because I saw that no attack bar on that. Let's hit this one. He can handle it. Nearly dies on the counter though, not bad. Yeah, these Björnchels, some of them like are super tanky. Also, the Ian doesn't do anything against this, which is kind of odd in my opinion. I feel like he should do something against that. Do I actually have an offense against this? feel like that this would do enough damage. Thoughts on Dark Justice? She nukes pretty hard though. I think she's one of the highest damage nukes out there. "30 Wings ammo goes live." I'm not planning to go live that much. I was actually planning to go for a nap in between this stream and previous stream, but couldn't nap, couldn't sleep. So I'm actually working on 6 hours of sleep, and I woke up at 6 AM, so bit on the tired side. But could be worse. There's actually a team I should have tried on the other version. But this also does kind of work. Even if you go for that, like, you would have to kill multiple units to actually get anywhere, I guess. And this also hurts. Is it 9 PM where you at? Yes, sir. But I'm still live at least until midnight, or slightly after midnight. What is the podcast? Well, have you ever heard of the thing called a podcast? It's exactly that. It's a podcast. This one I can also take down with the other team. And why is the cam looking so weird these days? One sec, let me try to fix that. I've been having some cam issues. I was just thinking about just buying a new one, because this is actually kind of a relatively shitty one. I think it's just doing weird. Well, whatever it is. I also got an AD against this thing. The current defense, I am currently still rocking the same defense as I had midweek, which is a Vanessa Triton, Zhongsheng Lao, and... No, wait, actually no Triton. Vanessa, Zhongsheng Lao, Nobara, Yuncho. This is my current defense. Which actually has been working kind of well. But I will switch that out later. Not planning to keep it. Is there a way for you to get more known scrolls? Buy them from the magic shop. Every time that you do a refresh, there is known scrolls in there. Are we feeling for Swiftmore, Jin, Windfern, Diaz's defense? Not really sure what Windfern adds to the table. Like, sure, she will make it that one unit doesn't die, but then the other units still die. What could I use instead of a Grogan? Any damage dealer. Legit. Zyroses, that kind of good stuff. Well, sir, how are you doing? Doing good. A little bit on the sleepy side, but I'm good. New R5 team say for Sky, what units can you replace? Wind, Lich, and Warrior Guy. Who the fuck is Warrior Guy? Sometimes people come up with the weirdest names. I remember when people was like, yeah, that's the bird, go for the bird. I'm like, there's a bunch of birds in this game. Could be Teshars, could be Phoenixes, could be Konamias, could be Bernards, could be... How many fucking birds do we have? And Wind Lich can be replaced by the Gargoyle on water. You think Silver Triton Mortara is good as defense? No, it's double Aya food. Maybe if you put a Drian in the final slot, but still doesn't have that much damage output. Yeah, it's beating Vanessa Tritons. This team is technically faster than Vanessa Triton by a long shot. Oh, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. Last time we did actually kill it. Huh. Thing is, we kind of have to kill this one first, because that one is more important. Crossfeld. Is that warrior guy? That's a barbaric king, mate. Any unit with an attack buff. I also personally kind of like this team more. Why it is? Yeah, Huai's fine. Because this one has less RNG added. I'm not too sure about the damage if I miss defense break on the Galleon, but at least now I have an attack buff. And with an attack buff, I'm kind of bound to double turn anyways. Defense still doing fine. It's too bad that Ian doesn't do shit against this unit. That's the only sad part about it. I mean, this one I kind of want to give a try on this team. Oh, you do have the minus damage on you, though. I think we can snipe out this, then snipe out that. At least I hope. Ian just, by the sliver of health, doesn't do enough damage every time, huh? It's kind of an issue. Maybe I just have to make Ian a little bit slower and add him more damage. I think that's probably the right play. Okay, unit, calm down, calm down. Yeah, these Björnjos are still pretty darn tank. Well, not a single will rune. Interesting. Add more fights. Don't really think I can add that much more fights on that team. Or I should just make that team... Wait, it's non-will already. No, then I cannot really make it more fights. Do I use shields on that set? I do have shield on this thing. But I think we have one more fight set. Doesn't really change that much, right? Calm down, sir. Calm down, sir. Trinity or Cyrils better to replace Grogan? Apply logic and what do you think? Let's try it that way. Water slime! Exactly. Logic is optional. Exactly. Okay, sure, Grogan runes real quick. It's just high damage. Not really sure what the answer is that you're looking for if you don't have the unit in the first place. But I show all of my runes at the end of the rush as always. Morning, Tito. the piercer. Lincoln Park. For some reason, I've never heard that one before, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, my defense is getting a good bit of hits. It's getting a good bit of successes as well, but more hits than successes. And that's the guy that's also hitting me. No, I'm Vayne is hitting me. I don't like that defense. This one I also prefer. Well, this one is a little bit on the slow side. People are going to be faster than that. I should just use this against it. Yeah, otherwise I would have had issues with this thing being too fast. Oh, even that Juno was too fast for that, huh? Well, at least it got stunned with a cleanse block. Perks of the Zhongxiang Lao. Are you in easier leagues right now? No, it's still the exact same as others, I would say. I don't think it really changed anything. Those are some tanky units. But the current defense is not the defense I'm gonna be keeping anyways. But it's doing kind of fine for now-ish. Does get a lot of hits though, that's the only part I'm not liking as much. Wait, is he the rank 1 guy? He is the rank 1 guy. Do you have an answer against this? I just don't like this unit. This unit is really giving me some aids. Kinda wanna see how fast this is. That's proper damage right there. Oh wait, I lose all of that, but I do get it back, so it's not the worst. Not the cleanest of hits. Takes a little bit too long for my liking. Yeah, we lose that one, which is my main killer on this thing in the mids. Let's just hit this one, just so I can hit you with this later. That kind of sucks because that makes me lose my stacks. Kinda hope that he will move in front of me, but he doesn't. He did also unfortunately kill the only unit that would actually have proper really good hits on this guy. And at least I can reset my Odin passive anyways. It's not really chill if you start proccing on that, to be honest. I feel like I should be able to win this at some point. Okay, this time he has pretty low attack bar. Nice. That unit is so annoying. Yeah, that's actually a pretty annoying team. It's true. Okay, my defense is definitely kind of getting farmed. A little bit too much farmed for my liking. I'll just go for switch already. Might be a bit early for a switch, but we're just gonna go for a switch. Just don't have you towards my liking as of yet, but we can. Wait, these units should have... Oh, wait, that's the annoying thing, wait. That's the thing, if you use the same defenses in both, then you kind of have to remove them first before you can play something. It's always a bitch thing. Okay, we have a switch of a defense. Man, so many Gandalfs. So many Gandalfs. Thing is, I still don't really have a great answer against Gandalfs. I do have great answers against these things, though. Do you know if Diaz is decent in defense? If you make a defense that's food skill enough, then maybe, yeah. But it is kind of double Aya food, so you have to make sure that you deal enough damage. Gandalf is annoying, yeah. I like the Gandalf way you could just reset him. That was a lot more chill for Gandalf. Man, all on the top is just all Gandalf abusers, huh? So it seems, Testing some F-Trite and Gojo Light Fern. Only issue I could see with that team is that your... Or wait, does the Fern make it where you're not food for Lucifer? If it's not Lucifer food, then I would claim it a very good defense. You lose for the food. Okay. That's also an option. That's also an option. In that case, I'm actually gonna take you out first. Do I have anything better than that? This one definitely isn't. This, if I were to go for kill you, kill you again, that might actually be a thing. Let's see. Wow, doesn't kill right now. That's an issue. That's definitely an issue right there in my book. Okay, that's a kill. Let's just do this. Oh wait, you don't have passive of a Soviet. That's an issue too. Why do I have so many issues? Especially with that defense break. Too many issues. Well, there's still threat state on left one at least. I think it is better to keep you alive because I can clap you hard with these two units. Yeah, Ian is kind of lacking a little bit of damage. I should slow down the Ian for adding a bit more damage. It's hard to get good damage on him on this much speed, it seems. So it seems. Because also these Björnchels were surviving, at least a bunch of them. Exactly like this one. And then these more tend to do a good bit of damage. Zero at the wings look amazing. Yep, totally agree. Especially this Siri with the multiple hits, like flying in after the Yasuo. I really like the animations of her. Did you increase speed and reduce res on Siri? What are you talking about? That's not the one Siri you're referring to is the Siri for RTA, not for arena offense. You wouldn't use a tank Siri on arena offense. That wouldn't make too much sense. How fast is your Chilling to outspeed Triton? Chilling gets plus 40 speed. It's the fastest unit in game. What do you mean, how do I outspeed that? That's the most obvious outspeed. Wow, why is that thing so tank? I really like damage on this Ian. God damn it. Yeah, it's because of the passive. You get 40 extra speed. Besides Shumar? Yeah, that's true. Shumar's technically faster. It's 20 per buff. Okay, still getting hit a decent bit, it seems. But Chilling is faster than a Kabila. It's 20 per buff, not 40 per buff. Or 19.5 or whatever it is. This thing also has so freaking much damage, holy. So many annoying defense. There's a fair bit of annoying defenses, yeah. It's mainly the Gandalfs. Gandalfs I don't really have a clear, super good answer against. Maybe we should just Diana, Ganymede, bomb them or some weird shit. Kind of for science, I want to see if this does do more damage. No, it's not more damage, it's just more nemesis. We do still kill with the two of them though. That revenge nearly took it out though. Yeah, my defense is definitely lacking something. What we can do is still this for... Wait, I probably have to do this again, otherwise... Wait, where the hell are you at? Well, I can of course not find my unit. Oh, there it is. That could be a Swift Trapper. Wait, I do kind of want to see if this works against the Swift Trap thingy. There's 1 kill. There's 2 kills. Cuts in on that, but that doesn't matter. I guess that works. Wait, kill yourself. Go for it. That's kind of cool, though. That is actually kind of cool, though. Yo, what the hell is this defense? Well, actually, it mightn't even be that good. Of course, Laura's tend to resist that shit, which is kind of bad for me. Christine defense, yeah, there's a lot of defense warlords on this one once again. And next one should be the kill. Right? Yeah, that did do less damage than I was hoping for. Yeah, Christine on this is kind of annoying. Just simply because it takes long. Definitely the best stall unit in game at the moment. Oh, this one I actually just kind of want to Lucian just for funs. How does it compare to the OG Rena? Kinda depends if back in the days against the OG Rena you had an answer against it or not. I think that was the main issue for some people, they just did not have an answer. What's this defense? Issue is that it's most likely Zhongxinla on Swift, no? That just makes things rough. Because then all of my units are touch against this, which could be kind of bad. Yeah, that just kind of makes it bad. Don't really have a clear answer against that. Why do I have that issue every goddamn forsaken time where I just on the edge don't kill my shits? Which definitely has been a issue. Because the moment that you go for the reflect, I'm instantly dead, but against this S2 I'm also kind of dead though. Especially if you start proccing. Man, why every time I have like a little bit of issues with not enough damage? It's annoying. Why did you have to strip that? And that's at least a kill. Fuck, I had my skill available. I'm an idiot. Come on, we're still fine. Bro, you don't sleep? Nope. Well, sometimes I do. Interesting stuff as well. Ain't gonna be fighting that anytime soon at the moment. Do you have Obaba on the podcast? Yes, podcast is Obaba, Semi, Sap, and Nev, all three qualifiers for European Cup. Thank you for not proccing out, I appreciate that. I should actually always use the Legolas if I don't have to fight a Vanessa. I think about Dark Gojin RTA current meta. He's nice if he lands his shit. That's really his make or break. That team is actually pretty nice. From all of the teams that I ruined up new, I think that that one is the one that looks most clean. Until I fight a Leo with full damage, but... Well, this one is pretty clean as well, I would say. It's just that I need a little bit more damage on that Ian, which I could definitely get away with. I don't need this much speed on the Ian, actually. Freaking Johnny is still on the same defense, man. That guy is on the same defense since fucking 300 BC, man, I'm telling you. Which defense? It's the Vanessa, Juno, Byuncho, Camilla. Trample with the defense, exactly. Wait, this thing I could technically hit as well, right? Yeah, should be able to. We got It's Bearcats with a tier 1 earth. Thank you very much, my man. I like the counter thing on him. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to kill this one in one tap. Too bad the other one was frozen because she has the backup attack buff. But just makes things take a little bit longer. Pulled Maya a few days ago. Is she good anywhere at the moment or Storage Guardian? I've seen some people use her here and there. If you need a Dark Tank, it's definitely not that bad for Siege offense, but it's definitely not a unit you're gonna be spamming much now. Oh, that might actually be bad because of the Tianling. Wait, to what extent is this Nobara food? No, probably not really. Would take too long on the stupid Christine. This actually is Nobara food, though. I haven't thought of that unit in a bit. Tripino Jean, not the biggest of fans, actually. I'll rip all your units. Okay, please give Isis S3 irresistible. Oh, as I've said a bunch of times before, I have zero influence on what the hell happens to any balance patch. And that's maybe for the better. Not necessarily that I would do it bad, but I would definitely do it bad in someone's eyes, and that someone would start complaining, and I would get death threats for sure. Because people don't like people who do balance patches in general. It's not really a loved kind of job. And I think that goes for about every game out there. Yeah, this team I definitely do like. As Freak from League of Legends, that's actually the one I'm mostly referring to, like hearing his backstory on that. Someone's always unhappy? Yeah, exactly. It's super hard to make everyone happy. Like, to the point it's legit near impossible. Actually, don't mind about that one. Yeah, that's also very much a thing. Like, at least in League of Legends, you could pick up another champion, right? Over here, if I just nerf someone's LDs, yo, people have me mad. Like, and in all honesty, for decent reasons, but people have me mad. Like, I'm already getting people in my message box on YouTube and stuff hating me for units getting nerfed, even though I have no influence on what gets nerfed. Can you imagine if I actually had influence on what gets nerfed? Maybe it could do too much damage, but I also just feel like you're Aya food. He was going for the heavy trap Leo, yeah. Not surprised about that. This team definitely does look like a heavy trap Leo thing. Oh, let's see how much damage you do. Technically, this would be a lot safer with a, what's it called? Seimei. Because maybe this thing is actually built to counter this. Just seemingly doing a decent job at it. Well, never mind. Okay. Clean, clean. No one saw anything going nearly wrong over there. Clean. That could be a weird trap thing because of the speed lead. Okay, getting a bunch of hits myself. I prefer not to. Bunch of guildies I don't want to be hitting, of course. This defense... Yeah, if I had more damage on my Ian, it would have been a lot better. If anything else that would make sense against this? Wait, to what extent? That is not a max. This would be a max accuracy one, right? No, also not. Wait, why does my max accuracy one? Thought I had a max accuracy one. Max accuracy against this with Galleon would actually do a thing or two. Yeah, I definitely have to figure out a better defense, but I feel like all of the Triton things I can do are not really that strong. All of the Leo things I do are also feeling kind of food-ish. Which just makes life kind of difficult. Put it simply. That could be an issue scenario as well. There's not as much. You dropped to 10th? Yep, seems like it's... People that YouTube comments think that you're playing 4D chess and ruining game. Yeah, that could be. Oh, wait, I don't stun that again. That's actually horrible. Okay, it was not as bad because you had no damage on it. Apparently I have no damage on these things neither. What the actual fuck? How tanky is this whole team? I think I'd rather do this. Doesn't kill and add damage. Should go for you on the kill. Okay, we should be winning this because he has no damage on his units. But it might be a slugfest against this Camilla. No, you're definitely gonna crit red. Fuck you. Yeah, killing Camillas with this team is just so freaking ass. It takes so long sometimes. Don't proc. Thank you. Yeah, how far down is top 25-ish? Okay, still have a bit of margin in points. What's this? Is that bad? Could be bad. Could be annoying. Is it though? Yeah, no, this could actually be annoying if I miss death breaks and he starts pumping up turns. Wait, defense of Eleanor, Moore, Devaraj, and Bilza? Yeah, that looks kind of Tianafu to me, yeah. Where are all the easy defense? Well, over here, apparently. When do they normally buff collab units? One balance patch after the unit release, or two balance patch after. So not in the first, but the second. So that will be on the balance patch of end of September. Wait, could we clear this with this? Kinda depends if it's fast, but I think we can. Well, it also kinda depends what the demon would potentially hit. Ian, you fucking suck still. Fucking hell, man. Otherwise, I would have been able to throw that back on you. Now he just died for no reason. God damn it, Ian. You suck. Why do you suck so much? Don't kill that one. Okay, not the biggest fan of this team. Ian still lacks damage. Still lacking damage. I think I'm gonna do this. I like it when you actually kill. And then don't die yourself in the process. Fuck me. Okay, I have to take this out. Attack break it! That's a something. Okay, at least that thing had no damage. Thank you for that subscriber, Mr. Metallic. What's this guy running? It's that team. Is it that good though, or is it just kind of fake good? It is decent. Yeah, no, it's actually kind of annoying. It is actually kind of annoying. Correct Purian, double-lution that. Name more units I don't have. Please don't kill on the left side. Thank you for that. Or maybe could I hit it with something else? I almost made that mistake over here. Issue is that guy is hitting me back as well. I'm worth more points than he is. Okay, we did get at least a fair bit of Ians in, that is for sure. Can't say that I did not use Ian. What's the turn order on this skill? Well, it doesn't really matter too much, actually. Well, the double Nembuil Megan is not good against Leos anymore. The hell you think I'm doing with this Bastet over here? The hell you think I'm doing, bro? Plus, yeah, those teams are mine as a win, so that's definitely one of those things. I don't want to just double tap Lucian those, no. That is often a risky attempt, risky angle. Plus, Ian has a more interesting lead than Megan in the first place, because Ian has a 28 crit lead, which is actually kind of nice. Fastest set on Triton is 224. Is that fast enough for Arena Rush? Well, kind of depends what your rank you're aiming for. Plus, what other units you can place next to your team. A defense is more about being ignored rather than you taking defense successes. Your runes care for defense successes, but you should not care for defense successes. You should be caring for just simply not being hit. But that is the big question, if you can make something that people are normally not super used to. Just kind of hard on that unit. Plus, in this case, I could be getting into miscrits if I were to Lucian this. This team can't miscrit because of the Ian, or at least the Ian can't miscrit and therefore kill the unit that could make me miscrit, glance, whatever. Yeah, this is a pretty damn active rush once again. Freaking throwing dark holes at people. Okay. That's not what I wanted to click on. You I could potentially hit, but depends like how much of a weird trap you are. Probably is a weird trap, huh? These I could hit, but things could go pretty darn wrong, which I maybe don't want in the last minute. Same for you. That kind of works too. Did actually not notice in a split second that I had the wrong turn order. I should have S2'd over there. Would have been insta-clear rather than 3 animations. Okay, I got time for one more. And we're gonna YOLO it on the team that I have against this. Kinda wanna YOLO it because I did not get the chance to use the second, or like a single time. So the idea of this is you always hit this, but you actually don't care about being hit by that. And then you will just get this hit off, which is kind of nice. We can drop the double bomb on you. If we land double bomb on you, I don't have to drop the bomb anywhere else. We can go for the cleanup over there. That's some proper damage. That was my idea of clearing these, but I actually did not see too many of those at all today. But that did work out pretty solid. Like I didn't even check the bomb damage, but I've seen the bomb damage in here. All right, let's just for the idea. Yeah, it's actually, I can't take credits for it. It was someone in my Discord that came up with the idea. But the Frodo is actually really nice because the Frodo will guaranteed take the aggro of the unit, but doesn't give a shit about actually being hit by neither S1 nor S2 because you're willed. And if you reset, it doesn't care neither. And bomb damage on the Sierra bomb is 103k, bomb damage on the double bomb of the John is 78k, and bomb damage without is 50k, which all three of those are pretty darn solid numbers. Like, that's 2 guaranteed kills as long as I land double bomb on those 2. The only thing is I kind of have to double bomb the Pontus. Oh, wait, why do I press escape? Oh, that's the biggest potato thing I've done in my life. Holy shit. I don't think I've done anything more potato than that. That was legit the biggest potato thing. Oh, and of course, your 70 crit. Okay, calm down. God damn it. Well, that's definitely a G3 right there. Should be at least. More than we had last time. But still, my defense got pretty hard farmed. Offense-wise, feel like I struggled a little bit with some teams as well. But I was also trying to just focus on getting more Ian teams in. I would say this team, not crazy fan of. This team was pretty solid, but I would definitely have to do more damage on you. I think I'll just lower you to 180-ish speed. I think that will be fine, like just minus 20 speed, and I would add a lot more stats. You on this speed is kind of fine. I don't mind that. This thing is double 5 plus a shield, and this thing's just super fast set. This thing was double fight plus will. Then we had swift will, rage will, and then also triple fight. Maybe I should just go blades on both of these and then you on triple fight and not give a shit about that. That could be an option. This team in the end was used a lot. It was as low as HP and defense as I could get, pretty much. And then just adding in some speed in case that there was some kind of weird trap shenanigans. This thing, I still kept it on a decent speed tick in case I get trapped by a Leo trap. Stop fighting you. Well, you were fighting me as well, so therefore I could revenge you. You were hit by this team, just to let you know. So yeah, that was the team over there. This team is just typical double illusion flavor over here. I only used this against one particular team, but it was still decent. Did not actually get to use any of these two teams because those are normally my Leo counters, but I was using this fully as Leo counter right now, which actually, I kind of liked it. This thing, I kind of liked. I noticed that when playing the Zyros, that I actually like Galleon over Zhongxian Lao, because if there's a Samath, the Zhongxian Lao might double crit it and kill it, whereas the Galleon doesn't. With the Galleon attack buff, I can guarantee S3, S2 anyways. So I don't really necessarily need a defense break, even though defense break is stronger than attack buff by a long shot. Also, if I use you with this, I should potentially go for attack increasing effects both sides rather than this. But this is also a Grogan that's in tune, therefore it's so 214, like high on speeds, shenanigans kind of thing. Free grow at death. Which one? Mine? Oh, that could be. Yeah, that's actually a good point. This would definitely die to Grower. I would assume that. Moving on to the next. This is just my Nefty's version of it with triple fight, 15 crits. This thing I used a lot, but it's the Zhongxian Lao version. I mainly have to use this chilling to not get Tian length. And it's anti-Tian Lang and it's anti-Amduit. Those are the main two counts on that. Podcast is right after this, but just showcasing my runes because people do always tend to ask. This is the Legolasser, speed increasing effects because he does stupid amount of damage on high speed. And then final one, which I used all the way at the end, which was this thing. Oh, I forgot this. Could have done more damage. It could have been more damage than this in the first place then. That's actually pretty darn insane. And then Sierra's triple fight, which actually did do a good bit of damage as well. And then Tiana triple fight. This thing, triple fight, or a double fight plus will, and will is important. This way you can counter the Pontus comps. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.